in general was how much food you get going into temple seeds. Um,
Yeah.
so I heard you say that I'm getting too much food, and that specifically I'm doing it like I'm sort of playing for the fact that I'm gonna take damage, which is not a good mindset to have. Which is okay, but I guess like my question is, where do you think that balance is? Because I do feel like the amount of food I'm getting right now, a lot of times I am using all of it.
Yeah, it is interesting because I feel like I should understand. It's like you're playing. You play to how you know you are gonna do and everything. But like it just feels it feels counterintuitive to me when you are trying to beat your opponent
Yep.
and then you kind of do things almost out of the way that you know you're gonna struggle with. It's like it's a good play, but I feel like also it's like a bad play. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I think also another point that like I just overall think that's good for me to say is that like you have flesh in the overworld and it's just like you should never be in a rush to heal when you're in the overworld. So like I always try to save my food for later in the run when I'm pearling because that allows you to be more aggressive. Because typically, at least before entering the bastion, you shouldn't be taking too much damage. Like unless maybe you're like Soul Sand Valley and you have a Skelly, or it's like I remember you had a death yesterday in Crimson Forest with like hogs like that.
Right, right.
Sometimes they are hard to avoid, but I think majority of the time, like and it's also maybe this thing you'll talk about. I forget who's doing tomorrow with like Nether Terrain Bastion, whatever.
Silver,
It's just like
silver.
silver. Yeah, it's like maximizing your movement, getting to the bastion. It helps you minimize the food you take um throughout the run and allows you to be more aggressive with plays you make.
No, that does make sense, and like I do want to like for example, I'm trying to go for zeros a lot, especially in my ranked games, and like
That's
that will
good.
lose me seeds because I'm not super consistent with them. But I am playing sort of for that long term improvement, and so if you think that getting less food would be better for long term improvement, I'm all in. Even if it loses me some seeds, I'm down. I'm totally down to commit to that.
Yeah,
I definitely think
and there
probably
yeah.
getting more than you, just because
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
pushing
no,
it.
I still yeah. I definitely do try and push the limits as much as I can because I always try to think it's like you shouldn't in my mind it's like you should never be taking damage in the nether. You should pretty much never take
Yeah.
damage in the bastion. Like the only damage you should take is the pearls between the splits.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's like the mindset I try and be in and try to maximize that stuff. But yeah, I completely understand it's not a viable thing that you can always do.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like, okay, I think I'm ready to go. I'm just a little bit confused as to why my Minecraft is just not showing up on my OBS. Um, and then do you want me to just like screen share in Discord, or you want me to?
Yeah, that'd actually be that'd be better. I was just trying to set up my OBS with your stream as well, but yeah. Discord would be a little nicer.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do that quickly. Um, is it full screen or minimized? It is.